Okay, we are going to use the area model strategy to multiply 13 times 5. So the first step in using the area model strategy is to decompose our terms into tens and ones. Our first term is 13. So to decompose 13 into tens and ones, you know that 13 has 1 10 and 3 ones. And I'm going to make my table so that the tens and ones each have a column, and I'm multiplying by 5. I don't have to decompose 5 because 5 is a single digit number. 5 is made up of 5 ones. So my next step is going to be to multiply each row across each column to get my partial products. 5 times 10 is 50. 5 times 3 is 15. So now that I've filled in both cells, my next step is to add my partial products together, or combine them, to get my total product. 50 plus 15 is 65. So 13 times 5 is 65. Now, I want to see how my area model, like I made here, relates to a base 10 block model for the same problem. So I'm going to start to solve with base 10 blocks by representing 13, my first term, across the top of my grid with 1 10 and 3 ones. 13, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now I'm going to represent 5 down the left side of my grid with 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now notice that my base 10 model is similar to my area model in that I've represented 13 in tens and ones as 1 10 and 3 ones, and 5 as 5 ones. Now my next step is to multiply. So 10 times 1 is 10. 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 Okay, I've multiplied here. Now I need to multiply my ones. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. And I'm going to multiply 1 times 1 for each one across the top of my grid and each one down the left of my grid. So 1 times 1 is always 1. I'm going to represent each of those multiplication instances by a 1's cube. And in the end, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 ones. So similar to my area model, 10 times 5 gave me 50 here. 10 times 5 ones gives me 50 here. If I count my tens rods by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And with my ones cubes, I have 3 ones cubes across the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across or down the side, and 3 times 5 gave me 15 here. 3 times 5 ones gives me 15 here. So my partial products are the same in my area model and my base 10 model. And when I add them together, 50 plus 15 will give me the same total, 65. So my product, 13 times 5, is 65.